Hey everyone, Melissa here. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, or welcome back. Today is day 29 of our 30-day yoga journey. This yoga journey in its entirety is called Inward, and day 29 offers us a little contemplation and reflection around the powerful forces of empathy and compassion. So being able to cultivate that within ourselves so then we can then offer that and extend that out into others, as these forces are powerful in building bridges and connections. So feeling into how someone else may feel and applying that here offers so much more understanding and compassion and more support and connection for all. So we are going to practice this and cultivate this on our mats today. This is a restorative practice, so low to the ground, no standing postures. You will need some props, have a block or 2 blocks or a bolster or couch cushion or pillows, and we will be coming into a supported heart opener towards the end of practice. So just to give you a little vision of what you would need the props for. So get into something really comfortable and let's get this practice started. Let's begin today's practice propping our hips up on a block or a prop, or lean your back against the wall. Sit up nice and tall. Get comfortable here. Give your shoulders a loop back. Close down your eyes. And let's invite in one deep cleansing breath to clear the space and land here on our mats and in our practice. So just exhale your breath through your nose and invite in a deep inhalation through your nose. Let your belly and chest fill up, and a big exhale out through the mouth. Release, let it go, cleanse and clear. Closing your mouth and remaining tall in the spine, but as you do that, there's also this easefulness. Allow your breath to just be effortless here. And as we settle in and anchor into our practice today, we'll move through a short exploration and reflection around empathy and compassion. Now, empathy and compassion are powerful forces that bring us closer to each other. They're connecting energies that help break down walls, and they act as a bridge between division. Think about a time where you have felt understood. And how did that make you feel? Did it make you feel seen or supported? Now with your next inhalation, I invite you to fill up your heart with your breath in. Let your heart expand and infuse in the intention to share that feeling with others. Knowing that empathy is having the ability to feel others, and compassion is being able to transform that energy into some sort of action, no matter how small it may be. Perhaps it is just offering an unconditional listening ear, or offering your presence, or a hug. And now think about or feel into who in your life you could send empathy and compassion to. Perhaps it's even yourself. And just silently send out love and strength and support to this person, or to these people, or perhaps to yourself. And if it's to yourself, allow yourself to receive it. Just acknowledging the power of these energies. Take one more breath in here. Just inhale, breathe in empathy and compassion. And as you exhale, just gently open your eyes and just remember this throughout your practice. And we'll inhale here, reach your arms up overhead, growing tall. And as you exhale, take your right hand down, reach your left arm up and over, side stretch. Chest stays open, heart open. Breathe into your left side body. And then inhale, both arms reach up. Feel the sides of your body lengthen. As you exhale, left arm down, right arm up and over. Root down through your right sit bone, collarbones open and smiling. Breathe into your right side. And inhale, both arms reach up. As you exhale, we'll bring in a twist. Twist to your right. Right hand down behind you, left hand to your right thigh, chest open. Sit up tall, breathe into your belly. And then inhale, untwist, come back to center. Reach your arms up. And as you exhale, twist to your left. Left hand behind you, right hand to your left thigh. Chest open. Breathe into your belly. And back to center. Inhale, reach both arms up. Feel how your body is starting to open up a little more. And then as you exhale, lower your arms down. Come off of your props. Just put them off to the side. And we're going to come on to our stomachs, preparing for Sphinx pose. So come on to your belly. Bring your elbows down. Your forearms are parallel, palms down. You can have your legs hip width distance, or you can open up the legs a little more if that feels more supportive. Notice if you're collapsing in your shoulders, push your forearms down. Hug your elbows in towards your chest as your heart comes through the windows of the shoulders here. If you feel any compression in your lower back, then you can gently engage your glutes and draw your pubic bone up towards the chin. That'll help to stabilize the lower back. If there's still compression, just wing out your elbows. Take your arms a little wider and elbows in front of you a little more, and this might be where you're at. Or maybe even stack your palms and rest your forehead on the backs of your hands. That's still a gentle back bend and heart opener. So finding that empathy and compassion for self, and take your expression of Sphinx pose today. Either head stays in line with the spine, or if you'd like, you can drop your chin in, maintaining this frame. Maybe you close down your eyes and drop into your breath, smooth rhythm. Okay. Wherever you are, you're going to wing out your elbows if you're not already there, and then stack one palm on top of the other. Rest your forehead on the backs of your hands and just let everything go. Pause for a moment, receive. And then we'll come to meet in child's pose for a little counter stretch. So bring your hands by your upper chest, push yourself up. Bring your toes touch and knees out wide, and bring your sit bones back to your heels. And just feel that nourishment in your lower back, extending your arms out. Let your hips fall heavy towards the heels. Let your shoulders relax. Let your belly be a belly. Soften your jaw. Nice deep nourishing breaths. Inviting in that loving, soft energy of empathy and compassion. Now the next shape we will take is frog pose, full frog. If you know that that is just not in your practice, you're welcome to stay here in child's pose. If you're coming with me, let's approach this shape with the most empathy and compassion, as I know this one can be a little bit intense. So you might want to position yourself so that your knees are going to be supported by a mat, or maybe even put a blanket down. Depending on how long your legs are, your legs might fall off the mat. Just make sure they're supported. So here, frog pose, we're going to come onto our forearms and make sure that your hips are stacked or in line with your knees, so your hips aren't way forward. So they're sitting in the same line, and then your feet are flexed, your ankles are just in line with the knees. Now you're welcome to bring a bolster here underneath your chest, or a block here underneath your forehead for support, whatever you need. Or you can just stack your fists. If you have the space, you can go all the way down onto your stomach. But again, we're inviting in that compassion for self. And just meet yourself where you're at, where your edge is, your point of resistance. And then we close down the eyes. And then we take a scan through our entire body and see where we might be gripping or holding on, that resistance. Use your exhalations to soften. See what it would be like if you let go a little bit. Relax your shoulders and know that this shape is temporary. It will pass. We won't be here forever. It's a great opportunity to practice softening and trusting. Now we're going to prepare to come out of this shape. So with so much care, you can either just shift forward onto your belly, or you can gently just bring your knees close together, whatever makes the most sense for you. We're going to meet in closed-legged child's pose. So bring your legs together nice and slow. Take your time. Bring your arms down by your sides. Rest your chest down onto your thighs, forehead down, relax your shoulders, just coming into a little seed. As you breathe in, let your belly expand into your thighs, creating space and nourishment in your lower back. And as you exhale, we soften and release. we'll start to lift our chest up, just being here on our knees, on our shins. We'll come into a wide-legged seated forward fold. So come onto your sit bones and extend your legs out to the sides. Again, to the point of resistance, so not beyond. And if you do find that you're kind of rolling back, maybe you sit up on a block or a little folded blanket, or maybe you take your hands and just remove some flesh so that you could really find that tilt, so that your torso is stacked over your hips. Before we fold forward, we'll do a little twist here. So we'll turn to our left, to the left leg, and have your hands on either side of your left leg, and your chest is aiming towards the left leg. Inhale here to lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, we're just folding forward without losing the length. So you might move an inch or two, maybe walk your hands slightly a little forward, and the chin is in, and we'll just hold here for a few breaths. Beautiful. Come back to center, and then we'll do a simple switch to the other side. So one hand on each side of your right leg, twisting to your right this time. Sitting up tall, chest in front of the right leg, inhale. And then as you exhale, just start to hinge forward, folding over the hips. Only go as far as you can so that you maintain the length in the spine, integrity first. Pausing here for a few breaths, shoulders soft, chin slightly in. And then come back to center, and we'll fold now into the center. So same thing, we'll lengthen, inhale. And as you exhale, maybe you just hinge a couple inches or two. Hands could be in front of you, or if you prefer the hands behind you to find that leverage to imprint the groin down, you can stay like this. And just work on that opening, the deeper opening in the hips and the lower back. Or if you have the space, you can walk yourself forward, coming onto your forearms or onto a block or a bolster. We'll just be here for about a minute or so. Close down your eyes. Relax your belly, soften your groin. Can you find ease in this shape? Dropping into empathy and compassion, soft, nourishing breaths in and out. Okay, start to deepen your breath. And we'll start to bring ourselves up if we're in a fold. And then we'll gently close the legs. So you can either assist the legs closing with your hands if you'd like, or just use the power of your legs. And we'll come into a supported heart opener, just to tie everything in, to rest in the heart. So you can use your props. You can use your bolster or couch cushion, or you can use your 2 blocks and make a base however you like. We've done this a few times in our journey so far. As long as you feel supported. Whatever shape you're making or base you're making, the sit bones stay on the ground. And when you're ready to roll back, you're going to maintain the natural curve of your spine. Maybe you need a folded blanket underneath the head. And your legs could either be soles of the feet touching, knees open, or if you want cross-legged, or legs straight out, or for more nourishment, knees bent, feet wide, knees falling to touch. So choose your path, choose your shape. Make any adjustments, getting comfortable. Maybe you lift your chest up slightly, gently tuck the shoulder blades under, and then relax the back down. That's going to facilitate and amplify that opening in the heart, creating that space and that expansion to be able to hold empathy and compassion for self and then for others. Hands could be on the belly or arms down by your side. Close down your eyes. Release any effort or control of your breath. Relax your jaw. And drop your awareness right into the center of your heart. For some days, it's easy to drop into the heart, and some days we can't find it, and that's okay. Just hold the intention. And perhaps the breath will help you. So as you breathe in, feel the breath expand across the chest, into the collarbones, into the shoulders. As you breathe out, feel everything soften. And if that's helping you find your heart, follow that rhythm of breath. Offering compassion for self either way. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Filling yourself up with nourishment. And start to bring some movement back to your body. Maybe you give yourself a nice big stretch, reach your arms up overhead, reawakening. Feeling this deep sense of renewal. And we'll close our practice together, meeting in a comfortable seated position. So you're welcome to prop your hips up on something. Meet me there. Finding a tall spine, support yourself as you need, shoulders down and back, chin slightly in. Belly is soft. Awareness in the heart. Enjoy these last few moments here with yourself, with your breath. As you inhale, invite in empathy and compassion. And as you exhale, release judgment and comparison. A few more breaths like that. Inhaling, empathy, compassion, love. Exhale, release, breaking down the walls and the barriers. Inhaling in, inviting in that connection. Exhale, releasing control. Resting here in your heart space. Just drop into that sense of deep ease. And just remember that self-care, that self-compassion. When we know how to do it within ourselves and for ourselves, then we'll know how to offer that to others, bringing us closer together rather than further apart. Let's bring our palms to touch in front of our heart space, slight bow in of the chin. May we take this, what we've cultivated here on our mats today, off of our mat and into the rest of our day, into our lives. Thank you for sharing your practice. From my heart to yours, namaste.